why do you believe that this young woman was not raped? Because she's made a statement saying that she was.
Well, it's not a matter of my belief. We have always believed the version of the victim right from the day one. The FIR was lodged under the proper section. When the victim came along with her brother and mother to police station after an hour of the incident, and we registered the FIR under proper section, and she was sent to hospital. Then she was shifted to Aligarh Muslim University Hospital. There, for the first time, on 22nd of September, she talked about the sexual assault. No, and we immediately added those sections and arrested everyone.
No, so therefore it's clear that she did make the allegation that she was raped, and yet then why are there now remarks which say that she was not raped? This was almost a dying declaration.
Yeah. It was. She told for the first time on 22nd of September, and on the same day the sections were added.
So then, why is this no longer?
All the people were arrested in 2-3 days, and on 25th of September the samples, the forensic samples were taken by doctors, and the examination was done. And then keeping into consideration her medical condition,
yes,
for better treatment she was shifted to Delhi, and unfortunately there she expired.
But sir, the
again section was changed to 302.
But sir, the post-mortem report mentions, and this is what the police, this is what you've been relying on, now that mentions old healed injuries to her private parts. How old those injuries are, we don't know. Is there not a possibility that these injuries could have healed? She didn't die immediately, she died several days later. She was also being treated medically. So this being the case, how do you rule out rape, particularly if she said she was?
No. Today also I am not saying anything. What I am saying that today we have received the report of the FSL, which clearly says that there is no sperm or any other stain.
No, but there are other factors as well, sir, in this, aren't there?
Which was collected, and there are so many samples.
No, but is it not true?
The sampling was done by the doctors itself. So now we will examine the case. The investigating officer is now duty bound to consider all the evidences available and reach on some conclusion.
But is it not true, sir, that the report, the same report that you are talking to, does not commit to rape, as it's not the cause of death? In other words, the report primarily, as I understand it, please correct me if I'm wrong, looks primarily at the cause of death, and rape may not have been the cause of death, and that there are other examinations, for example, a serological examination, which is still awaited. This being the case, in the absence of sperm or whatever else, why are we still ruling out rape?
You see, now the FSL report is final, and there is no other reports which is pending. Otherwise, we wouldn't have said anything on this point. And today we have received the report, which is all the investigation is not pointing towards rape. But as you know that she has said about the sexual assault, now all the evidences will be collected, and the investigating officer will examine it, all the evidence, and take proper action.
So have you ruled out rape completely, or is that still something that you will mention only after your investigation is entirely complete?
Sir, I have already told you that I am nobody to conclude the investigation in front of the camera.
But the investigation
is a legal duty of the...
So the investigation is continuing and any conclusion is possible, is what you are saying?
Yes, it is still continuing. Only major thing is that since the case of mass rape and these kind of things were being floated in everywhere. So it is my duty to clarify that FSL report has come and it is not pointing towards rape.
So you've said that some people twisted the matter by talking about rape to stir caste-based tension, but isn't the real issue here the murder itself and the awful caste equations in the village or this area?
We have already arrested the people, but mass rape along with murder has a different ramifications. And you must be knowing, in the past 3.5 years there has been no riots, no communal disturbance, no caste tension. All the festivals have passed off peacefully. And
so no communal disturbances in Uttar Pradesh in the last 3 years.
To know that in the past
so there have been
years,
widespread communal differences in Uttar Pradesh in the last 2
and
years.
Festivals have been passed off peacefully. And in the crime in India report has just been published 2 days back. And in the conviction of women cases,
So I have that report
UP
with
stands first.
Sir,
So
the
the government
NCRB
priority is
data
on women-related crime and child.
Right. So let's talk about let's talk about that, sir, because the NCRB data 2019, the report which has just been released, says that there have been 59,853 cases in UP, which is number 1 in total crimes against women in 2019. There are 7 states which I have data for. UP is number 1. So what are you referring to, sir?
No. Not against. You don't go by the number.
Really?
You go by the rate of crime per lakh population. I am talking that the UP is first so far as the conviction in the case of women related crime is concerned. You cannot compare you compare apple with apple. You cannot compare apple with peach. You cannot compare crime rate of crime in UP with some smaller states.
No, but sir, one moment, sir. Let's not play down these numbers either. You can compare, you can talk about crime rate, you can talk about prosecution. I accept that point, even though many say in UP a lot more needs to be done. But the absolute numbers are still horrific. Not just of Uttar Pradesh, all these states, Rajasthan number 2, Maharashtra, Bengal, Assam, MP, even Orissa, right? But why play down the absolute numbers?
No, I am saying that in women-related crime, so far as the conviction is concerned, we are first. We have out of 15,579 cases has been convicted. So our position is first as compared to other places. So far as rape is concerned, our stand, the crime rate in rape is 2.8 and our position is 26th out of 29 states and 7 union territories. Our number is 26th. Similarly, in murder cases, our position is 28th. Dacoity, we are 28th. In robbery, we are 23.
Sir, how many rapes have there been after this Hathras case, sir?
If you compare the crime rate, UP's performance is much better than other states.
Right.
But the law and order is such a subject which is dynamic and there is always chance of improvement. And what I am saying that the government is very sensitive for any crime. Yeah.
Well, the same government which was seen actually intimidating that family, but you spelt out what you say are high conviction rates in Uttar Pradesh. One would say the absolute numbers in terms of crimes against women absolutely horrific. But I do appreciate you speaking to us and explaining the position of the police, particularly on the issue of rape, even though those remarks are somewhat controversial. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us.